Hello everyone! So I am going to make a recipe that I got from Cooking with Rick. Check out Cooking with Rick. He is a great channel. He makes all kinds of great stuff. He's a master at throwing a whole bunch of stuff in and making it look delicious and taste delicious. So I've gotten this recipe from Rick. It is lasagna ravioli. So I'm going to attempt to make my version of lasagna ravioli. Basically, the only thing I'm leaving out is a whole bunch of garlic because we don't like garlic. So you guys should go to Rick's channel to get the exact recipe because most people like garlic. We're just odd and don't. So I'm going to make it with my little version. And so I've got my hamburger here. You're going to fry up the 1 pound of hamburger. I've got my mozzarella. I've got my Italian style blend I'm going to mix my ricotta with my egg, and I have some shredded Parmesan here. So I'm going to throw the, and I also have the gluten-free 3-cheese Udi's brand ravioli. But I'm going to fry up a pound of hamburger, throw a bunch of my favorite seasonings in there. I'm going to fry this hamburger up really quickly. I'm going to throw a bunch of junk in it, a bunch of spices in there. Just threw some pepper in there. I'm throwing some salt in there. I'm going to throw some parsley in there. I use a lot of parsley. Parsley. Also, I got some Italian seasoning. I gotta get some basil. A little basil. A lot of basil. I actually like basil. I guess that's all I got. Let this cook up a little bit. I'll drain it. While that's cooking, I'm going to mix up my ricotta cheese with my egg in it. I'll mix the whole thing or just half of it. I suppose the whole thing, right? Why not? It's going to go bad in the refrigerator anyway, so might as well do the whole thing. See if it mixes easy. Makes it so it's easier to mix and spread in between. Well, that is making it much nicer to mix. Mixes up nicely. Once you get it mixed, it would be better if I had a bigger bowl. Should have got the bigger bowl. That works. I got some tomato basil sauce here. It's a good brand they have at a good organic brand they carry at Walmart. Very tasty. Smells good already. Should be good. Cooking with Rick's Ravioli Lasagna. Sounds good to me. I love getting recipes like that. And it's really easy. So basically the hardest part is doing up the hamburger. You know, you don't have to cook the ravioli. He took it frozen out of the refrigerator. So mine's frozen out of the freezer, I should say. Mine's frozen. So I'm just going to put it in the pan frozen and let the oven do the cooking. I'll shut this down for a minute. I'm going to use some paper towels to get the grease out. Shouldn't be too much grease in there. It's 85% hamburger, so, I mean 85% fat, I should say. So hopefully it's not too much. Just use a paper towel. Seems to be the easiest way in the RV to get the grease out without having a grease jar hanging around, you know. We're having a rainy day here today. It was just pouring out when I went to start this, and I was like, oh, I don't know if anyone's going to be able to hear me with all the rain. So this seems to be the easiest way to me to get rid of the grease. And it works pretty good. You just, sometimes it takes off a lot of your seasoning though. Unfortunately, that's the only bad part. It does take off your seasoning. But I'll add more when I add my sauce, so it don't matter. Alright. And I have the best tool a friend gave to me to open jars. It is called a jar key. And it is, watch, it's just, you just put it on there, flip that up, it pops the seal, and it opens with no struggle whatsoever. I love that little tool. I'm going to put my jar of sauce on top of my hamburger here. Hopefully one's enough. That's all Rick used. Rick used 1 pound of hamburger to 1 jar. I was thinking I might need more, but I don't know. I'll try to go with what he did. I'll throw a little bit more basil in there, even though it's, I think it's basil, tomato basil, but I'll still add more basil. I did just take some out with my paper towel. So a little bit more of that in there. You can't have too much seasoning in my opinion when it comes to, especially when it comes to most anything actually, I think. Can't have too much seasoning. More Italian seasoning. That'll do it. Then a little mix up. Let that cook up just for a minute or so. Easy, an easy quick meal for after work type thing. Let this heat up a little bit. I'll turn it up just a little bit so it heats up a little bit faster because I don't feel like waiting anymore. Get it a little mixed in with the sauce and the spices. Rick let his go for a little while, but see, this is where I don't always follow directions. Could go wrong for that, but I don't know. We'll see. Another piece of, that might be an onion. Like an onion, I think. Smells good. Quick mix. I'd say that's good enough. I'm going to shut that little guy off. Alright, so the rule is, according to Rick, you put a little sauce in the pan first. Put them all in one direction. Those things in between, I suppose, so we can make our little rows properly. In the right direction. Well, there's not a lot of, it's supposed to be two-person serving. Boy, hope I bought enough ravioli. Geez, who would think I thought I was going to have extra? Well, for sure I'd have extra. Of course, Rick bought a big bag of the, you know, regular stuff. Being gluten-free around here, you have to, you know, buy what the gluten-free has for you. Yeah, looks like I'm going to have like a ton of this stuff left over. Because I'm not. I can only put so much. Well, hopefully it comes out good, guys. Go check out Rick's for sure, because Rick will make it the right way. Rick had a deeper pan too. I can't have big pans in here because I can't fit big pans into the into the oven, so I'm kind of limited on what size pan I can have. So all my 9x12 pans got left behind because they can't fit in the oven. I'm lucky I can fit this one in the oven, that's about it. One thing about RV ovens, they don't have big ones. Maybe some of the bigger rigs do, but this size rig, you have the teeniest baby size oven in the world. Add a little bit more in there. Might as well put it all, right guys? Who doesn't like a lot of ricotta cheese? Like I said, go check out Rick for the correct amounts of what to do. Alright, we're going to put that. We're going to put a load of this Italian style, which is mozzarella, provolone, and parmesan. So we're going to have plenty of cheese in there. Right, I'm going to move this back over to here now that I'm trying not to do sauce on it. A bunch of that in there. And Rick, of course, gave you all the amounts. I'm just dumping. Of course, Rick goes 2 cups, and he does it with his hand. So, tablespoon, and he's doing it in the palm of his hand, so he's amazing. So, I am not that kind of a cook. This is just plain mozzarella. Well, with all this cheese, you can't go wrong, right? I hope. Oops. Push it all to the edges. Hope for the best. That's our mozzarella. Now this is shredded Parmesan I'm going to dump on top of that. And then we'll do, I guess, oh, I can't even do another batch of, oh, my pan's not even big enough to do another batch of ravioli on. I'll just have to do ravioli with just a little bit of cheese on top. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Hey, what happens when you don't have big pans? I wonder if I should do it. I don't think I even have a different dish. His dad has a thicker one in the house. Huh. Well, we'll keep going. If it doesn't work out, I'm going to have to go get a deeper dish to put it in. Is this, I mean, I've never made it in this kind of dish before. I always made it in a 9x12. So we'll see. If not, it'll be a whole big mixture of stuff. Alright. Now I'm going to put a little bit more of the sauce there. So I don't have a whole bunch of sauce here. See, I would have done more sauce. I should have done more sauce. And you just save the rest of that sauce to go on top. Get out the next bag of ravioli. Make that 2 bags of ravioli. Jeez. I had no clue. I've only made this like once before. So, and it was, you know, enough for the 2 of us, obviously. But I'm making this for, there's 5 of us. So maybe I'll just make macaroni and cheese instead of making the other one into, maybe I should just go get the other pan. I'm going to have myself a disaster is what I'm going to have. I had tons of ravioli left over. I got tons of sauce. I think I got a whole bag full of sauce here, and another whole bag full of sauce there. And no raviolis. Okay. Alright, this could be a flop, guys. I think that's not going to work, so I better get another pan. Alright guys, you can see by the disaster I've made here that I got it all together. I take it out of that dish, and I went looking in my father-in-law's for a dish and couldn't find it, so here we are. Put it in the frying pan. Frying pan can go in the oven. What the heck not. So, after a lot of annoying searching, I know I have foil pans here somewhere, but where are my foil pans? I don't know. Anyways, so after all that, I got the, it looks pretty good. Hopefully it'll taste good. It says that should be 4 servings, so I don't know if I'm going to get 5 out of it, but I'm hoping he won't eat that anyways, so it should be 4 servings, so it should work. Hopefully it'll be good. So guys, I'll let you know how it tastes.
It is very good, so absolutely delicious. I feel like I'm in an Italian restaurant.
Looks pretty good. Definitely a hit.
Very good.
Mine has more sauce for some reason than his does. I had a little bit last night and I go, too. Definitely good. Thank you, Rick. Cooking with Rick. Check out his channel. He made it a little different than I did, but check out his channel too. But awesome recipe. Thanks guys for watching.